For the second month in a row, nearly half of the global fleet of cruise ships are in service. That story and more next on the Cruise News Week in Review. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today. I'm Mark, and this is the Cruise World's Cruise News Week in Review. The cruise industry has been ramping up around the globe over the summer, and with 205 ships expected to be in service by the end of September, it will mark the second straight month with nearly half of the global cruise ship fleet in operation. In May, there were 55 ships operating revenue sailings compared to the previous 8 months, where there was only an average of 20. Then in July, with the opening of some U.S. ports, we saw a jump to 141 ships back in service. We may not like all the protocols being put into place, but the continued growth of the restart, despite the Delta variant running rampant, would seem to indicate that the cruise lines are doing exactly what they need to do to continue operating. We recently told you that Carnival Cruise Line was planning to set up mobile testing sites at all of their home ports to conduct rapid tests prior to embarkation. But if there's anything that we've learned over the past year and a half, it's to be flexible and ready for change. In a letter sent to guests this week, Carnival Cruise Line President Christine Duffy wrote, "While we had previously raised the possibility of more on-site testing at our terminals, the logistics of making this service widely available to a large number of guests does not make this a viable option." But as we mentioned last week, Carnival Corporation is partnering with Quest Diagnostics to help passengers with testing. And earlier this week, Carnival also announced that it will accept specific home tests for fully vaccinated travelers. Carnival recommends using an Abbott Binax Now COVID-19 Ag Card home test, which includes a viral antigen home test and the services of an eMed telemedicine professional who will supervise the administration of the home test. And the kits are available to be shipped to all 50 states. If you have an upcoming cruise with Carnival, we suggest you check out their website for more information. Having recently completed her sea trials, Royal Caribbean's latest Oasis-class ship, Wonder of the Seas, is the new largest ship in the world. And she was originally slated to debut in China and Asia year-round, but this week, Royal Caribbean announced that plans had changed, and Wonder will now debut in Fort Lauderdale on March 4th, 2022, before heading to Barcelona and Rome for the summer. Now, we here at the Cruise World are especially excited about this announcement because we were scheduled to sail from Rome next June on Allure of the Seas. And we got the amazing email a few days ago that said we'd been switched to the Wonder of the Seas. So we're excited to bring everything that beautiful ship has to offer to the channel next summer. Not everyone likes the massive mega ships, so if you've experienced these Oasis-class ships, let us know your thoughts down in the comments, or if you prefer the smaller ships, we'd like to hear your thoughts too. There was a little magic in London, England this week. Okay, to be fair, it wasn't so little. The London International Cruise Terminal welcomed the Disney Magic to begin a series of Magic at Sea staycation cruises. Capital Cruising's Steve Lyons said, "It's very exciting to welcome Disney Magic to the London International Cruise Terminal. Our cruise terminal has been given the Disney Magic treatment, and passengers will enjoy their experience from the moment they arrive at our terminal. We look forward to welcoming the vessel back for a number of calls over the next month." Disney Magic is set to sail 2- and 3-night voyages from London Tilbury through October 1st. And while we're on the topic of magic, there's a magical way for you to tell YouTube that the Cruise World is doing a good job in making video content that cruisers like you enjoy. And that's by hitting the like button. And the magic happens because then YouTube shows the videos to more people, the channel grows, and we're able to make more videos. Everybody wins. So please hit the like and make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell on so you'll know when we post new videos. It's absolutely free, and we truly appreciate all of your support. Carnival President Christine Duffy, Carnival Pride Captain Maurizio Ruggiero, and Port of Baltimore Executive Director William Doyle were on hand for a Back to Fun event at the terminal as the Pride prepared to return to service. Baltimore has been a key market for Carnival for more than a decade, serving hundreds of thousands of guests in the Northeast and along the Atlantic coast. The Pride will sail out of Baltimore until November, and then she'll reposition to Tampa, and the Legend will take over in Baltimore. Many cruisers here in the U.S. may have never heard of P&O Cruises, a British cruise line owned by Carnival Corporation, but they have some fantastic itineraries, as well as some great new ships, including Excellence-class ships like the LNG-powered Iona and forthcoming Arvia. I've always said that one of my favorite things about cruising is that it allows people to vacation the way they want. Your cruise vacation is what you make it. And this week, P&O premiered a new television commercial entitled What a Night that I feel brings that message home.
We got married 13 years ago. 13. Sure, there are moments when he can drive me crazy. But this night, just us two, well, it reminded me just how good those years have been.
P&O Cruises President Paul Ludlow said, "A P&O Cruises holiday is all about variety of experiences, which we were keen to convey in our latest TV advertising concept. We also wanted to capture the special, intangible aspects of a holiday and the way so many of us replay memories from our holidays for many years afterward. The past 18 months have highlighted that we need pivotal, vital moments to create memories that are full of joy. This film, featuring a real-life couple, captures that joy with an authentic and heartfelt spirit." P&O Cruises returns to international travel next week, with the Iona traveling to Spain, Portugal, and the Canary Islands. If you purchased Faster to the Fun for your upcoming 2021 Carnival cruise, check your email, because it looks like Carnival has finally officially canceled the program, at least through the end of the year. In a letter sent to guests, the cruise line said, "We're looking forward to welcoming you on board for your upcoming cruise. Our team has been busy working on the restart of our guest operations. Given our focus on implementing our new health and safety protocols, we have determined that we will be unable to deliver the Fast to the Fun program at this time." Now, Faster to the Fun can be purchased prior to your cruise, and it features priority boarding, water shuttles, dining reservations, a dedicated phone line for guest services, access to cabins early, and more. But for now, it looks like everyone, including Diamond and Platinum guests, will have to be patient while Carnival focuses their efforts on the new protocols at the terminal, such as screening, checking documents, and checking test results. I'm sure you're all well aware that the cruising season in Alaska is happening right now, and that is due in part to Alaskan Senator Lisa Murkowski, who helped introduce and pass the Alaska Tourism Restoration Act earlier this year that was signed into law by President Biden. The act allows cruise ships to circumvent the Passenger Vessel Services Act temporarily. Now, Murkowski plans to further protect her state's tourism with a new bill, stating, "Next week, I intend to introduce legislation that will permanently exempt Alaskan cruises carrying more than 1,000 passengers from the PVSA. This legislation will create jobs for American merchant mariners in the cruise industry, and to ensure foreign-built cruise ships do not compete with U.S.-built ships. This waiver will end once there is a U.S.-built cruise ship that carries more than 1,000 passengers. We do not want to compete with U.S. shipbuilders. That's why this legislation ends once there's an American market. Bottom line, we need to reform the PVSA so that the Alaskans' ability to engage in commerce isn't derailed by the government of another country." It was a great week on Wall Street for the cruise stocks, with all seeing positive gains from last week. Royal Caribbean gained 2.69%, finishing at $83.79 a share. Carnival Corporation and PLC is up nearly 3.5% to close at $23.55 a share. And Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings ended the week at $25.59. That's a gain of nearly 4% from last week's closing bell. It was another great week in the cruise world, and we are all 1 week closer to our next cruise. For us, that's the Panorama in 42 days. How about you? Drop us a line down in the comments and join us over on our Facebook group to share your cruise and travel stories, pictures, videos, and more. Until next time, remember, life is short and cruising is fun.